I just realized you got okra shirt. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Hey,
Come on in the room.
you gotta do what you do, baby.
The divided room, obviously.
This room ain't divided at all.
Yes, it are.
Not at all. This
Ooh.
room is right where it need to be.
Come on in. Come on in. Yes, yes, basement.
Huh?
How good that shit.
What?
Lord, we is in the room. The Joke Ridge room.
Hey, say what you want. You know what it is.
Don't put that on the screen. That's why you unfaded out. They can't
It's
see
all
that,
right. They
man.
can't see that. What that say?
Joke Ridge.
No, that ain't what that say.
Yes, hon. Get that mess off the screen.
They don't say underwater.
Edgewater Eagles. Yes.
Underwater. Edgewater pigeons.
In the club with dirty foot pigeons.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on in and tell us where you're from. What set you claim?
Richmond, Florida.
Hey, Jay. Jay, we gonna talk about feelings tonight.
Feeling.
Feelings. Something.
So deep in my feeling.
How you been, Jay? Oh, something.
New topic. What do you do when your wife can't get right?
What? You've been amazing. Okay, Jay. Jay said she been amazing.
That's what's up. I want to be amazing too.
You want to be amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Then why are you not amazing, honey? Just be. No?
If only it was that simple.
She said, I hope you guys are good. Yes, we are.
I ain't amazing, but I'm all right.
You know what?
I'm trying to get to that amazing status.
Jay, where you at again? What? It's been a minute since we talked to you. Where you at? Did you say it's been a minute? Hey, Michelle. Michelle from Alabama.
That's what's up. Alabama.
Well, as you come in, share it to your page. Let us know who is here. Oh, Jay in Chicago. Chi-Town.
Nothing wrong with that. Chicago.
We could have did without this one. APK. Why do they have to spell it? I mean, say it out like just like they say it.
Who knows? Special people.
Hey, Lena, I had this shirt on. I threw this shirt on, right? Next thing I know, look who come out with an Oak Ridge shirt on. That's just a matter of foolishness. You hear me? Why?
What that say right there? For life.
Hey.
North Carolina. Up in here.
Listen, when you come in, share it to your page. We're going to have us a little hot topic. Look, I done sprung it on my husband right quick. We're going to talk about feelings. Because, look, like that song, what's the song from, was it H-Town? Emotions Make You Cry Sometime?
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina, we 720. Okay, well, 22 years. Wow.
That's beautiful.
That's good stuff.
Happy anniversary. It's your anniversary.
What y'all did? Did y'all go somewhere or is it one of the ones y'all stay home?
Staycation.
Staycation. Hunchcation.
Did you say hunchcation like you in middle school?
Don't act like we don't always say hunch. Don't get
Man,
brand new now.
We love y'all.
We love you too, baby. Look.
Who be saying hunching? You be saying that jump.
You don't say hunching?
I don't think so. I might say splacking.
Did you say splacking?
Sprite pipe. I might say splacking, man. About no hunching.
Wait, I want to know who still says splacking.
You just said
it.
Splacking.
We stay at home. Hey, we have to wait some time. Tawana, do not laugh at Cedric with his splacking.
Splacking.
So,
splack attack.
Like I said, if you're just coming in, tell us you're here, say hello. What set you claim? I ain't heard splacking. Right, you ain't gonna hit splacking.
Years.
See, I said hunching because it's better. It sounds better than the other stuff we used to say when we were talking about sex.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Well, I say hunching, you say splacking.
Throwback. Splachen. That to me, that's more better than hunching.
You can't say more better. You gotta say more better.
More better than hunching.
Why?
That's splachen.
Hunching had two meanings. When we was back in the day, hunching meant you was
That
hunching with your clothes on.
Right.
Why I say hunching, you know what I mean now when you say hunching. No?
You mean the sex.
The sex?
Sex, yeah.
You're so dumb. So we're gonna talk about these feelings today. Feelings. No.
I can't be rocking with you. You got that Edgewater mess on.
And you got that Joke Red shirt on.
Whatever.
What high school y'all went to? Represent your high school and represent your high school all up and through him.
Yeah.
Give me some egos on him.
If you Mudfoot and you from Edgewater, represent. Dirty Foot Pigeons.
Represent your high school. Represent it well. Edgewater Eagles in the building. Yes, we are. In the building.
Pigeons.
Anyway, so today is going to be a good show. We are talking about feelings. Now, I do want, oh Lord. He's starting his stupidness. I'm not going to be playing with him in
Dirty Foot Pigeons.
Go on that lane one.
Popka in the house. But a Popka, they eagles too, ain't they?
They're blue darters.
That's a blue eagle. Ain't that what the thing is? Ain't it an eagle? Or was that a crow? Or what is that? A chicken? What kind of bird that is?
It's a darter.
A buzzard? What is it?
Oh Lord, to want to say J High.
Oh Lord.
We should have known.
Not them kitty cats over there. Not the kitty cats.
Did you say the kitty cat?
The kitty cats. What's up, Romeo?
Wait. So right now we represent our high school because we got a little bit of issues going on over here.
We got the
Dirty Foot Pigeons in here.
Yeah, we got the first of all, we got the Edgewater Dirty Foot Pigeons. We got the Popka blue buzzards. Whatever a blue dart is, I think it's a buzzard.
Did you say buzzard?
Yeah, the blue buzzard. That's what it looked like. It's hard to tell from that logo.
I can't deal with you.
And then we got the kitty cats in here. The J-High kitty cats.
Listen.
Let's talk about tread lightly.
Right. Tell her like, right. You see how he trying you? I wouldn't let him do me like that if I was you. Anyway, and since we have represented our schools for those who choose to partake, we only be talking about these.
Listen, y'all in Alabama and Chicago, y'all can rep y'all schools too. But we might not know what they are, but hey, do you think?
You know what? Do better.
Do you think?
So
look, she's talking about not the kitty cats.
Right. She
listen, I can't go too hard on Jones because my mom and my dad both graduated from Jones. So I talk trash, but I'm not gonna go too hard. I'm gonna give them a little grace. That's the OG black institution. One of them in Orlando, anyway.
So we are talking about feelings, and I know I've said that. And so feelings and emotions, are they the same thing, Cedric?
I would say no.
Why would you say no? What would be the difference between the two?
Because emotion, I think you have to be invested to have emotions, but you don't have to know somebody to feel some type of way. But to have an emotion about something, unless it's like, I don't know, something like a racist something or something like that, you normally don't have emotion towards stuff that you're not invested in. You know what I mean? That makes sense?
Say it again. Say it again?
I was saying emotions is something that's deeper than feelings to me. And it's normally you have to be invested to have some type of emotion that's tied up into something. Okay. Feelings, you can just like see something and feel a type of way. Like you don't even have anything invested. Like, I don't like that. That's stupid or whatever. but that's not necessarily an emotional thing. You just keep it moving.
Okay.
Emotions take a little more energy, a little more sorting out to get over, in my opinion.
Okay.
What you think? What say you?
I thought they were kind of interchangeable.
I think they can be for certain things, but
well, I think some people do use them.
right.
Like people say I'm in my feelings or I'm emotional. They're using me in the same thing. Like,
well, because if you're emotional about something, then you have a feeling toward it. So they're not necessarily the same thing, but it's hard to have an emotion without a feeling, but I think you can have a feeling without an emotion.
Okay, so Jay says an emotion is a result of a feeling, a feeling that sometimes a feeling been stored and not resolved.
Right. That's why I say emotion is something deeper. So you can have a feeling without an emotion, but I don't think you can have an emotion without a feeling. Like they go hand in hand.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask, because sometimes when we have conversations, we use words
right.
and we mean one thing but say another, or like, so depending on how you use that word or what that word means to you. So before we get into talking about it, what does it mean? Right. And so one of the things in relationships, we tend to say, I was in my feelings, or I was a little bit emotional, or whatever the case may be. People usually mean the same use the same type of deal.
Well, the only reason I say that is because people will say they're in their feelings, but when someone say they're trying to control their emotions, 99.9% of the time it has to do about not trying to cry or something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? But that's not always a response when you're in your feelings, that you're trying not to cry or whatever the case may be.
So this says, I just got a quick definition. Say, when you want to read it.
Emotions, a natural, instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationships with others. She was attempting to control her emotions.
All right. And this is feelings.
Feelings, an emotional state or reaction, a feeling of joy.
So they're close.
I never said they weren't.
No, close. I'm saying,
I just said they weren't the same thing.
No, I get it. I'm just saying.
But you see, they use emotional to define feelings. But they didn't use feelings to define emotions. See that? So
male
that supports
pride
my theory.
Is a hell of a drug?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Earl, you just come say randomness, honey. What in the world?
Them young people.
So this is my thing. When people say I'm in my feelings,
right?
Is that a state? Or did we just something we just start using?
Well, I think it can be, but sometimes people say that just for stuff they don't like or something they wish would have went a different way.
Because feelings, according to this, say it says emotional state or reaction. So I mean, I would, if that's the definition, that I would use that in the same place when I'm like, when you're dealing with emotions, when you're all over the place, like, like,
yeah, but there has to be some kind of outside agent that acts upon you, because it says, where is an emotional state or reaction to a stimulus or something.
Okay. So here's the thing. In marriage, when you're dealing with me, dealing with your wife, and she is emotional,
right?
How do you recognize the state that she's in, and what do you do? What have you learned to do?
Well, that comes with time, with knowing your wife. So obviously, at certain emotions, there are certain things that can't be covered or discussed. They have to be earmarked for another date and time. That makes sense. Because if you're in a certain emotional state, then you might not be able to handle whatever I am set to discuss or whatever the case may be.
Well, So maybe I didn't ask the question the way that I was trying to go.
Okay, where you trying to go? Clarify.
A lot of times, men are not able to recognize when their wife is in her feelings, when something has happened to her, she's emotional,
right?
And they're like,
well, but
automatic
that's not
mode.
That varies though, because some people are always in their feelings. So if that's the case, it's like, oh, she always in her feelings. You get tired of trying to figure out what happened. You get what I'm saying?
So okay. So
and
listen, hold on. Let's park there, because that's a common occurrence that men say that women are always in their feelings. They always, emotional. They use these words, right?
Well, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not using that as a
no.
brush,
I get what you're saying.
But I'm just saying it more of like a desensitized thing. Like if you go into a room and it has a foul smell, right? When you first go in the room, you smell it. It's like, oh man, it stinks. But the longer you stay in the room, the more desensitized to that smell you get.
Right.
So then when somebody else walk in, like, man, it's stinking. How you sitting here with that smell? You going blind to that smell because you've been in the room. So it's like if you're in a relationship with someone that is frequently over emotional or hyper emotional, you're desensitized to it.
Okay, so so let's say we can go down some of these comments.
Jay says time, cues, and body language will help them detect emotion and feelings.
And Jay, you're right. The issue is sometimes we get an automatic and we don't pay attention to the cues,
right.
The body language. We just kind of go in automatic, and that's right. When we can realize it.
We recognize when she horny though.
Ricky, do you see this man? I put on the Edgewater shirt. Look what this dummy came out the room with. Just dumb for no reason.
Or lie. Learn patience and try to calm the situation down.
Okay.
Correct. Big Mike said men should consider their wife's emotions and be led by God as to how to move. That's correct.
Okay. All of those are correct.
Right.
My thing is, if you have, I'm going to use women because we are usually the emotional ones in a relationship. Right. If you have a wife that, let's say, is frequently emotional,
right?
Don't you think that it would behoove you, whoever that person is, to find out what's the source? Because living with somebody that's emotional and not finding out what's the source, because it could be something that the person is doing that is triggering to them. It could be the fact that something you represent something in their past that's not healed. And so instead of saying to me, for the people let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Instead of the people that say, well, they're always like this, take time to find out what the issue is and to try to see if there's something we can do to get help.
Okay. Stand down. Listen.
That wasn't put my hands down.
Listen, put your hands down, baby. You get deep on me.
Communication is key. Right. The ridge, I see.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, God. Sir. Oh, for life. Anyway,
is that a sorority? I mean, you just did
this is the thing that I need you to understand.
Help me understand, baby.
You've been married for a long time.
A long time.
And we've done a lot of work on our relationship.
Absolutely.
So you think about marriage from a different perspective than a lot of people. So if I've been married 2 or 3 years and I haven't went to any classes, any counseling, anything like that, what makes you think that I'm gonna think about, find the source? I'm not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? You thinking about why she always tripping. She need to fix her. You know what I'm saying? What's her problem? Like that same way we thought when we got married.
Right. Earlier. And I get what we thought when we were beginning, but we're trying to help people come back. I wish somebody would have given us that this information back then.
But what you said was, I don't understand why they don't try to find the source. They're not thinking about it in those terms, because if you haven't been to counseling or something of that nature, where would you even get that concept from? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like you don't know what you don't know. So you can't just all of a sudden sit there like, you know what? I'm going to find the source. You know what I mean? Jay says communication is key. Unfortunately, we will get into feelings and emotions, but not say what's really bothering you or us. Instead, we want our mates to become detectives and read our minds. We have to be open. And that's true.
That is, I would say that is probably 90% of the problem in relationships.
Yes.
Because I feel like you should know me. You feel like you should just tell me,
Right.
or vice versa.
Right. And then nothing gets done because you refuse to tell me. I want you just to tell me, but you think, well, if you love me, you should know me by now or whatever. And there's no real conversations being had.
Jay, that's good. That's good right there.
Yeah. Earl says support my cousin Ehi. You talking about Evans?
Me, Edgewater.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's two Ehis. You know, y'all used to go and play on their field.
Get back in your field. No Get back to the field.
You remember that?
No.
When another nigga suit your birthday.
Get your life together.
You don't remember that? Y'all had a football field. You remember that? Oh, sorry. Anyway. True, very true goes back to male pride. So,
for instance, okay. Today is the anniversary of my brother's passing. My brother died 2007 on July 2nd. In the beginning of that, okay, so I was calling my brother's phone and he wasn't answering. We talked every day. So after that happened, he had gotten killed on a motorcycle and I did not know. So when that happened, I started to be very like, if Cedric didn't answer the phone, I went from 0 to 10,000 because I thought something happened to
10,100.
But by that time, Cedric had started to pay attention to the fact that I was responding out of fear that I was going to lose him as well. And so my thing is find out, when I was saying find out the source, like you get to know one, like today is the anniversary. It's some years it come and I'm just sad. Some years I have memories of him and we laugh and we look at pictures. But you have to be sensitive to the person that you're with and want to grow with them, because sometimes I don't even know what my issue is. Sometimes you have things going on in your life, Cedric, that you don't know what the issue is. And men are not the best at telling how they feel either. I'm just going to tell you that. Men be in their feelings and don't know how to say they in their feelings.
Okay, they have it tonight in the comments. Big Mike say, but closed mouths don't get fed. Why not just say it? And that makes sense, but that's not the way that they're thinking.
Why isn't that the way we're thinking?
Because they haven't been taught any differently.
Well, not only that, but if men have an issue, men think if I tell, then I sound like a punk. I'm whining. Like women say, I feel you hurt my feelings. Men feelings can be butt hurt and they won't say they feelings.
But that's
hurt.
Not sometimes too, the woman, or just not the woman, but your spouse is not in a place where they can accept your truth.
Okay.
Like if I got a problem with you, and what I'm gonna say is gonna tear your womanhood down, that you're not in a place where you can accept the criticism and try to fix it. It's just gonna drive a wedge between us that I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I think it's about delivery is one of the main things.
It doesn't in all instances not delivery. You just not in a place where you can handle it.
Okay, Portia says, totally agree. I totally agree. I struggle with mental health, and part of the struggle is not being able to
be off.
Okay, so Portia, I struggle with mental health too, and I have.
No, but what explain what is be off? What is that?
There's two things that it can be, like meaning that just be off your game, or just like not be right. You know what I'm saying? Like those times when you see me going to this little place and I just kind of checked out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, see, I said be off. To me, it seemed like maybe she have a hard time like turning her mind off or being able to stop doing. I don't know. So
Portia, define what your off is, because I know sometimes when I have those times when I get into it, I call it a funk or on the flow. What I call it when I get on the flow, I'm sad.
On the flow.
On the flow, I'm sad. That means you're not literally on the flow, but that's just how you feel. Right. I think he's learned to recognize a lot of those. He have days when he even study me, but he's learned to recognize a lot of my days.
Some of them days I be blown up. I be like, you know what? I just
it's here's the thing. Yeah. If he has something going on and I have something going on, men, and not all men, but majority of men don't just share that I am feeling a certain way because it does not look good. Okay, I'm gonna go down here real quick. She said all of them are moments when I'm not me. Right. Okay, cool. And that's what I said. I figured.
Angela was the original, yeah.
Boom. Say that. Angela, I'm so sorry for your loss. That's a huge. It is. Yeah. It is. And the funny thing is, I remember when I got the call that my brother passed, calling Cedric. And because Cedric had a relationship with my brother as well, he was trying to say, maybe he ain't really dead. Maybe he is in a hospital. Right. He was trying to give me all these hopes because it was just something that out of the blue. We were planning everything else. And it's so funny because my sister had called me and I missed the call because I was helping a couple. You remember that couple at the time? And I called back. And when the way she was just screaming in the phone.
Yeah, but we didn't find out till 4th of July.
Right. And they had come to my house to tell me that my brother had passed away, but we weren't home. Right. I'm glad I wasn't. Mm-hmm. But that day plays like a movie, a horror movie that's on repeat that I can't get out of my head. Right. I'm not as sad like I was. Like I've had a headache today. I know it's because of the day. Yeah. I feel like I want to do something, but I don't want to do nothing. It's raining outside. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just know like I want to do something, but I don't want to do nothing. I want to go swim in the rain. But to have somebody that instead of him saying, oh, you always got something going on. Or for instance, because my brother died in 2007, he been dead forever.
Well, remember, we had people that was saying that you were grieving too long, and
and that was another thing.
I'm like, how you gonna tell somebody how long to grieve?
And see now there is healthy a grieving process, right. But having somebody that's willing to be there with you during that time, and when I went in the phone, like I would just go into this, I'd be trying not to cry, and then he'd be like, "You think about Chip?" And then I would say yes. It helped me because I was too busy trying not to cry or have emotion because people were telling me it was too much.
Been doing it too long and this, that, and the third.
Trigger responses.
Yeah, Jay says trigger responses. You do have to identify your spouse's trigger responses.
But that comes with all of this comes with being able to pay attention to your spouse. So many spouses and couples are roommates. Right. And they go through a routine. That's why the pandemic messed people up.
Oh yeah,
because they didn't know their spouses anymore.
Couldn't run. You had to be home.
No, but they didn't. But they didn't even know their spouses.
Yeah. I'm saying when it's not pandemic, you go to work, you go to wherever after work. So when you come home, you don't really have to interact that much. But if you stuck home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with somebody
for a year
that you have no idea what the interests are, if you even really like them,
and y'all are separate, you don't like the way they smell, you don't like the perfume they wear, you don't like the way they
got a little bit of condo, a little bit of house. Lord have mercy, y'all don't like to watch the same things.
Yeah,
you're in trouble. Earl says true, cuz, but a lot of women are not attracted to open emotional men. Don't get me wrong, a man should express his feelings in a proper way, not to look weak. Well, the thing is, some people share too much too early. So it's okay to be guarded to a point when you first meet someone. You shouldn't be telling them all your business and what you got on.
No, but he's talking about spouse. But okay.
No, but he said women are not attracted to an open emotional man.
What? So but that's spouses too.
No, but I'm saying to be attracted to someone when you first meet them.
No,
if you're already married.
No, but it's some men that start to share. Okay, for instance. If Cedric,
women don't want you to share.
Listen, if Cedric started talking to me about something, and he started crying,
yeah, but emotional don't mean you crying all the time, do it?
Is you gonna let me finish? Is you not?
I'm trying to define what you said.
I don't
know. Emotional don't mean cry.
I was trying to share. I don't know what Earl thought feeling, but I'm trying to share what I was thinking. I don't want a man that cry, or as on the same emotional level as I am. Right. I do want my spouse to be my man, to be the strong one.
Well, I can't cry.
You can cry.
Okay.
But if you cry every day, all day.
Once a week, that's it.
And that's a problem too. We don't show our sons that they can cry, that they can have emotions either.
I'm saying you didn't say that's the once a week. That's it.
He's doing roommate benefits. Listen, you said roommates with benefits, but all of them don't have benefits.
No, so
there's a lot of them don't have benefits.
Don't have the sex. Michelle says my son's best friend since second grade passed away Saturday. He was only 17. The funeral was today. So many emotions.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's crazy. So young.
It's so much young death out here.
Yeah.
And we're talking about feelings, but feelings can wreak havoc in your marriage.
Oh, you better believe it.
If I have feelings and the feelings are because of you and they are unresolved, we can't talk about them, or you dismiss them or discount them.
Well, this is the thing too. People don't put their feelings and emotions in the context. Like, for instance, when you were grieving for Chip, I could have felt the way because you weren't doing this or doing that, but I understand that you were in a dark place because you lost your brother. So I put my feelings or my emotions in context of what's going on. Everything has a prism that you look through to decipher what it is. And if you don't put it through the proper lens, then you're looking at the wrong thing and you can come up with the wrong result.
That's true. And I've heard people that have had something go on emotional, and they take it personal. Like,
right.
Like, well, not only that, but like, I'm here and he gone, so why you tripping or something? Like,
but that's the thing. Everybody take everything so personal. How I'm trying to think of the word. Like, how self-centered and absorbed do you have to be to think everything is about you?
Well,
people have their own lives that they're living and things happen to them. Like, sometimes you just don't have it in you. Like, I'm tired, I'm wiped out, I had a bad day, I can't cater to you today.
Right.
Let me get today off. I'll be back to work tomorrow for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You have to give people that opportunity because we're human. They're not going to be every single day where they can wait on you hand and foot. You know what I mean?
But the thing about it is that our society has breeded so many selfish people. First of all, we're born selfish.
Right. It's a natural thing. So they don't have to breed it, but they encourage it because everything you hear is, have your own identity. Take care of you. What do you want? Get what you want. What about you? What about me? What I like? What you want?
And all that has a place.
Of course. But within reason, if you want to do that, you shouldn't be married. If it's going to be all about you, that's fine. But don't marry someone else and make it all about you. That's not the recipe for a good marriage. Stay single.
But you're not going to ever have anything meaningful if everything that you do is about everything that happens to your spouse. Like, if you can't take the back burner,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because at some point in time,
but see, that's what people don't realize. That's what happened to a lot of these celebrities who get in relationship. If you're having more success than me, you're more famous than I am right now, and I don't have nothing going on. We go somewhere and everybody asking you questions and asking me nothing, they kill them inside. They can't take it. Right. So they break up with them, or they cheat on them, or do something crazy, mistreat them. Like, I never understood that. I mean, I'm not famous, so I guess I don't. But I'm not that kind of person.
Well,
don't bother me. Like, do your thing. We together. We're a team. You winning, I'm winning.
But why is it that a lot of these marriages compete? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's because the similar personality types getting together. Some people are just I'm a competitive person, and I like to win. But at the same time, I'm not competing with my wife or my kids, or you know what I mean? Like, my family. That's not. I don't even compete with other people like that. I'm trying to do what I do. As long as I can concentrate on that, I'm good. I can't worry about what everybody else got going on.
So Earl say feelings in a marriage is a team concept, and there is no I in team. I don't understand that one, Earl. Feelings in a marriage is a team concept, and there's no I in team.
I don't know. Maybe talk about being concerned about other person's feelings. I'm not sure. You gotta elaborate on that one, cuz.
So this is the thing. I wanted to talk about feelings, of course, because today is a day that I lost my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hearing people talk about people that call us and stuff, talk about feelings. But to me, it just always comes from a selfish place.
Right.
It's like, if you took a minute to put yourself in your spouse's shoes, not that you would respond the way they that they respond because you're different people. Like
Right.
Cedric is different than I am. So
Right.
his way of dealing with things would be different than mine. But I know Cedric enough to know that I don't know why I'm yawning so well.
You know, babe.
Look, I know Cedric enough to know that, you know, when things bother him, he's a little more snappy, maybe a little more quiet, want to be by yourself. There's a little few things I can start to see. So let me see what I can do to help. Now, it may not be talking. It may not be anything I can do. I might just need to be present.
Right.
But see what it is that I can do, but not make it about, oh, so you don't want to spend no time with me, I only get off on this day, so why, I don't know. And to me, these younger couples are really bad at it.
Well, the thing is, when people come and they be like, "What's going on in your marriage?" and they got a laundry list of what the other person is or is not doing, you're like, okay, so what's going on with you? What you got going?
Nothing.
You're perfect, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is them. Not help us or we is them. They need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Well, but that's how we've been taught that it's all about the other person.
Like that, and yeah, I know you were saying when we first got married, you be like, Lord, fix him, get his mind right.
I did in the beginning, because all of my parents now have been married 62 years.
Right.
I didn't realize that it wasn't always the other person.
No.
And I felt like if you would just do this, but then what that means is that my way was the right way.
Right.
And if you would just conform, that's not marriage, but that's the part that people don't teach you.
Well, and the thing that I think back to when we did those different classes at the church, everybody was talking about one or two husbands in there. But my thing was, y'all not doing what those gentlemen's wives are doing. So you want that kind of husband, but you not doing what they're doing to be that kind of wife. So how do you expect to have a husband like that? That's not how it works.
Ooh, boy, that was a gut punch that day. You
like
did that.
Everybody hollering, I want one of them. I want one of them. Yeah, but you ain't that.
But see, now, in hindsight, we see that people say they want what we have. I wish me and my husband get along like you. I wish me and my wife, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But then there's like the being considerate and the loving, that's the stuff that you're missing. You don't take the time to do the work. So then, it's just,
like the Lord will bless you, but there's always something that you have to do.
You have to do something.
Yeah, he's not going to get you out the bed and do it for you. Earl says, embracing your feelings and your spouse's feelings in the team concept where you're not just sensitive to their needs, you have a concrete understanding of what they are feeling. Yeah. And that's what we thought you were saying, but we just wanted you to elaborate, my friend.
I don't know. I just wish that we would look at life as, how can I serve my spouse? Mm-hmm. If you look at it like this, if you were going back to school, you would have to know something. You would have to learn more stuff than you know now. Right. So look at it as a lesson. Every week I need to learn something about my spouse.
That would be good.
If you look at that, every week I need to learn something about my spouse, there is no way that you won't continue to grow, because that means you'll be actively looking at, you did the @ symbol.
Yeah.
You'll be actively looking for ways to learn them, to know them, because then it also does something as attraction that it would have for your spouse, because they're like, they want to know me, they want to learn me, they want to.
But they can feel that you love them and you care about them, because I'm putting forth effort. After I done been to work, dealt with the kids, I done did my domestic chores.
Right.
And I'm still taking my time when I could be watching TV or on the Facebook or whatever the people do. I'm trying to figure out what you got going.
Well, and that's the thing too. People just don't realize that it's not easy. It's not easy it's
work.
Just like if you trying to go get a degree, you got assignments. You have to look up stuff. You got to pay attention. You got to think about it. You got to process it, and then carefully line it out in a paper.
But before you do that, you gotta go and you gotta register. You gotta do things to be enrolled before you can even take the classes.
But if you married, baby, we already enrolled. Now,
I'm just saying, it's still no. Just because you married don't mean you enrolled. You just talked about roommates who not even hurt you.
Baby, I'm saying you, but I'm saying, did you say splacking again?
Yeah, so they're not enrolled. If you ain't splacking, you ain't enrolled.
I just said they was if they was in school, if they married, now they.
You said get a degree. I'm saying if you married, even if you ain't hunching and you roommates, you're not enrolled in school. You ain't getting no degree.
You ain't getting no degree.
Mm-mm.
Well,
you're a perennial student. You ain't never graduate. You just spend money for nothing.
Oh,
and you have people to do that.
Well,
you're a 6-year, 7-year bachelor man. It'll take 4 years to get a bachelor. You 6-7 years in to get it.
Wow.
As long as you get it, though, I guess.
Yeah. Well. Oh wow, y'all. But thank you, caffeine.
Maybe you need to go to bed. Tired.
Oh, you missed it earlier. He said splacking. I said, hunch, he talking about splacking. He was like, I ain't heard that in so long. Ain't nobody heard splacking in a long time but said. Except for Splat Pack.
That's right. You know you should be saying splacking. All the time, probably.
Back in the day.
You all around him splacking. That was you. Being managed.
Anyway. So let your assignment this week be this week to learn something about your spouse.
Yeah, let's say probably should be hunting all day and then do the show.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah,
Listen,
too old for that jump.
Listen, you see, they ain't put no makeup on, trying to, ain't got no lip gloss or nothing, Jesus.
The lip gloss not popping.
It is not popping, and it ain't even on.
You got your help on, you can see.
I can see. Listen, actually, Lena, some of the best shows we've done when we've been splacking, and we come on in here and we just like, they ain't saying nothing, they just laughing. No? You don't think so?
Like high school kids, huh?
Whatever.
I know, right?
Right, listen. Listen, but that honestly, that's one of I'm gonna yawn again. That's one of the things I do when I can tell when I'm kind of in a little funk. I start yawning, not necessarily sleepy, but I just feel like.
Now your son get it from?
He get that from you.
After splacking glow.
Just let your soul go, baby.
Go. Skin all silky smooth.
Teach me how to do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, get out that after splacking glow. You got them saying splacking.
And it's the ASG. After splacking glow.
You know what?
Put it on a t-shirt, baby. This episode has been sponsored by PTTO.
By PTTO.
Poke that thing out. But we do have to give you a disclaimer. Any PTTO and will be done at your own risk.
PTTO at your own risk.
Yes, because sometimes PTTO results in herniated discs, thrown out backs,
emergency room visits,
and in the case of Tom Joyner, hip replacements. Because they were PTTO a little too much. He couldn't handle it. He had to get them hips redone, replaced. Both of them.
All both of them. Well, y'all listen. I'm yawning again. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I am going to, we just got off at 8. We're gonna wrap this thing up tonight.
What?
Actually, I did a little overtime earlier. I did sign for some later. Trying to keep my mind busy.
That's good.
Look, say woke up this morning, my mind was stayed on Jesus.
There you go. Idle hand, idle mind. The
What?
devil, the idle mind.
What?
Idle hands.
What?
The devil's workshop. One of them.
Idle mind is the devil's workshop. Where you get the hand and the mind? What the hand doing?
I said mind or hands.
What?
Mind is the thing. I don't mind. What?
My hands ain't out of them.
You let the devil use you. Trying to splack. They don't tell you to stop splacking.
Thank you, Lena. I appreciate it. Lena, when y'all trip, baby, they going to Paris.
I know, I heard.
When I grow up, I'm gonna go to Paris.
Bring me back some baguettes.
Look, I was the baguette so dumb. I was a baguette so dumb.
Some of that bread, we like the other bread we like. The,
Brioche?
Yeah, they got that brioche over there too. Some of that
baguette.
Some of that baguette bread and them brioche breads.
They going in August.
Next month.
That's his birthday.
My birthday. Yeah, my dog birthday.
Anyway.
Yeah. For life.
Why did you rub on yourself?
Oh, really? Cover that up here. See that.
Don't molest me.
Cover up this.
Do not molest.
I want to see the pigeons.
My tennis.
I'm trying to cover up that big red E.
Oh Lord, September is his birthday.
That's what's up.
Since we shouting out birthday, mine in February.
Yeah, no one cares.
That's what you don't say to your wife, okay?
Your birthday already came and went. You got a whole nother year to wait. Relax yourself.
Anyway.
We are going for our 1 year anniversary. That's what I'm talking about. Do it, Big Mike.
I can't believe it's been a year.
I know, right?
I feel old.
What we did for our 1 year anniversary. I don't even remember.
try to stay married.
I know, right? I can't stand her. What,
we made it 1 year.
Did we go somewhere?
No, we ain't go nowhere.
We did. Yeah, we did. Let me go to Daytona or something.
Daytona.
D-Land. We went to Lake Eola and got on the farm. And Andrew was so sorry she didn't want to pedal. Had me do all the pedaling. Tired of the mother going in a circle. Pedaling the farm in a circle. Sorry, drove it in
we did go. We went up for an anniversary. We did go on the farm one time.
I know we were pedaling in a circle because she didn't want to pedal. Lazy.
First of all, anybody knew it was gonna be no workout.
They get sick going to doing donuts in the farm. And sitting over there. I'm pedaling my little heart out.
Oh my God, y'all really okay. Anyway, guys.
That was the best date ever. Lake Eola. Seeing homeless people fight and roaches. Biggest roach you ever seen in your life. Classic, baby.
Listen, I had never been, Mike. Look, you notice a thing. When you've been busy, your life, I'm going to use busy loosely. It ain't many things that you haven't done.
Yeah.
So the Swans, I had never been on Swans before. You had been there before, eh?
Yeah.
See, been there with a girl. He had that being managed.
Yeah, she was pedaling too.
Well,
we was all around that bad boy. We was getting it.
So you trying to say your date with her and the Swans are better than mine?
I said she was pedaling. When I got out the Swan with her, I wasn't sweating. Then go home and take a shower. Mess with you. Girl say getting busy.
Anyway, I need this laugh. I need this laugh. You're stupid.
Lake Eola doing donuts, baby, in the Swan.
Anyway.
Andrew over there. I didn't come out here for all this here.
I did not say that. I pedal a little bit.
I'm a lady.
Now it's your name.
Sweating my hair out. Like you had Tony Braxton then, didn't you?
Maybe.
Like you had Tony Braxton, a little low cut.
You know them low cuts. You ain't want to sweat that out.
Them little tight curls.
I remember a day I used to I got my hair done. You did some foolishness in my hair like I ain't never had. I was so mad with you. I was like, it was like I had no hairdo in 20 years.
Hey, that's my bad. Perm killer.
So they're going
Somebody wait, my cousin had a Tony Braxton. Oh yeah, she had that Tony Braxton for sure.
Mhm.
She loved that shortcut. She was trying to get one about a year ago. I said, oh no, we can't go back to the shortcut. We're going forward.
Why?
Forward. Not looking back.
Earl, I got a picture on my page. I'm gonna tag you in so you can see it.
Oh Lord.
Me and my shortcut days.
Yeah, buddy.
Listen,
Couldn't tell nothing. She just knew she was it.
I was, Chad. The only thing about it is that, you know, you get your hair done, it was good to go. The only thing I think about now, if it's raining, I don't be worried about nothing now.
Don't worry about it. Put that Pump It Up Gold on there. You straight.
No, Pump It Up Gold and wet. Don't work, player.
Listen, that thing be like having on the helmet.
Yes, sir.
But nowhere.
But that wet helmet, it looked like a smush. So I don't know, it's the worst look ever.
Yeah, look, just put that Pump It Up on there.
Anyway, but let's go and pray. I look, we came on because we trying to get used to this Saturday. It's not been working out well for us.
We have a lot of stuff going on. Sadness.
But I came on today. But you know.
So you came home.
I said it came on.
Man, what the hell? How you came home?
I said came on today. Jesus.
On today.
Stop squeezing my booty meat.
It's in my hand. I put it in my hand.
It wasn't in your hand. You put it in your hand.
It did drop in my hand.
Pray us out because you're doing the most.
Right here. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this platform. We ask that you continue to expand it. Touch the hearts of everyone that will see it, that they will get something out of it. Help us to have strong marriages, in turn have strong families that lead to strong communities. Protect us all. Encamp your angels around us, Lord. Touch our hearts that we will continue to grow in love for you, and everything else will work itself out. We thank you for it. We call it done in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Y'all.
And stop putting your butt in my hand. Stop it. You just keep putting it in there. Stop doing that.
Y'all, thank y'all for joining us tonight. My husband is crazy.
Stop doing it.
You gonna say good night?
Thank y'all for coming. Good night. No,
God bless.
God bless. Good night.
Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night.
I said it already.
You ain't do it right.
Now you say it again.
You ain't do it again.